Hello, everyone. This is Randy Nunez, your host on Between the Chalk Lines podcast. Every week, all baseball talk, all the time. Just want to remind you that you have about a week to possibly get this Anthony Volpe rookie card here, 1988 variation, numbered to 299. So, Volpe will be playing in the World Series against the Los Angeles Dodgers, along his fellow teammates Aaron Judge, Juan Soto, Alex Verdugo, and many more on the New York Yankees roster. So I just wanted to get this out tonight before Game 1. So this is a special podcast recording. It will be dropping tonight, Friday, instead of Saturday morning. And hopefully, like I said, get it out before the first game starts at 5 p.m. Pacific, at 8 p.m. Eastern. And I believe Yoshinobu Yamamoto is on the mound for the Dodgers, and Garrett Cole, the August pick, will be pitching for the Yankees. Besides that, we got either... Sorry, it's not even Yoshinobu. It is Jack Flaherty for the Dodgers. Just wanted to make that one correction. I had a note, Taylor Trammell. If you have not heard that name, I don't blame you, because he's not someone that you should know. You might know him if you're a Seattle Mariners fan, and he played for you guys last year in the postseason. This year, he played a total of just over 21 innings of outfield play, had one hit at the major league level, and about 20 or so plate appearances for both split among the Dodgers at the beginning of the year and then the Yankees into May. And then he was outrighted to the Yankees AAA club, the Real Riders, and spent the rest of the season there all the way into September. But there's something special about Taylor. Taylor Trammell is guaranteed a World Series ring, no matter who wins, and not even having to play in the World Series. He'll walk away with a ring because he played for both teams that are being represented in the World Series. This reminds me of 2010. I know some of you might, not have been listening to podcasts or watching podcasts. Might have been playing some video game in 2010. That was 14 years ago. Benji Molina played for both the Texas Rangers and the San Francisco Giants. The Giants ended up winning that World Series, and he ended up getting a Giants World Series ring instead of a Rangers World Series ring. So, Molina played a lot more than Trammell did, but the same thing goes. He was guaranteed a World Series ring because he played for both teams that were being represented in the World Series, the American League and the National League. So, cool kind of little, quiz fact if you want to stump your friends later on in 5-10 years. Say who played for both teams in 2024, didn't play in the World Series, but got a World Series ring. That is to be determined, of course, who will get the ring, because we haven't played the game yet. Jack Flaherty and Garrett Cole, Game 1 tonight, 8 p.m., like I said. We will talk about it, break it down. Who are your three guys? I should say four. Who would you take in this 7-game series? If it goes to 7 games, could just be 4. would you take Flaherty, Yoshinobu, um, and a bullpen along with Mookie, Shohei, and Freddie? Or would you take Garrett Cole and the rest of that rotation? It's pretty nasty. Can't name them all. You can't. I didn't remember it's all the names. Luis Gill, Nestor Cortez, among other people, along with Juan Soto, Aaron Judge, and I'm blanking on the last guy right now. Why am I blanking? Anthony Volpe. Let's throw him in there. Because Anthony Volpe's got to have a World Series moment. He's got to break out. He's got to have that, World Series just real clip that everyone plays for the rest of time. He is, after all, Derek Jeter 2.0. He has the Gold Glove from last year. Didn't win the AL Rookie of the Year, but his teammate Austin Wells may win AL Rookie of the Year this year. That is to be determined, of course. Also, like a lot of things in life. But what isn't to be determined is the fact that Juan Soto will most likely get a triple-digit millions contract along with 10 plus years, where he can play 10 to 14, 10 to 15, and 500 to 600 million for Juan Soto's services. And there's a lot of speculation whether that's going to be in the Yankees uniform and he'll finish the rest of his career there in New York, or in another New York New York uniform, which would be the Mets. And Steve Cohen's got that stupid money where he can just throw it around and pay anyone who he wants, literally. And Soto knows that the Mets can make it to the playoffs, at least. He knows the Yankees can make it to the World Series. But do the Dodgers get into this mix? Do they drop their hat in and say, we want to get, another $500 million plus player or more? And it's gotten ridiculous. There's talks amongst fans about whether or not there should be a salary cap, salary floor, which I do personally agree that there should be a salary floor. I know that some teams run off of, $100 million rosters, $150 million rosters, and can still be contenders, but we're looking at the World Series in 2024. Both teams have $300 million plus rosters this year. Last year had one of the worst ratings as far as that goes with the Rangers Diamondbacks. This year, there seems to be a lot of hate. People saying that they don't think you should buy your way into the World Series. Two of the top three spenders amongst Major League Baseball goes this year. The only team that spent more money was the Mets, and they almost made it. But they didn't. Just it goes to that camp that says you could buy your way into the playoffs or the World Series or whatever. I think it has to be a mixture of the front office, your manager and coaches, the players, and I'm gonna say the analytical department. Analysis is a strong part of baseball's, the game today. Analytics, as much as some of the people hate it, players and fans, it's just, baby, it's part of the game. It's just how we do it. If someone can't hit left-handers, you bring in that left-handed reliever in the 6th inning or 7th inning. Even if your guy is throwing shutout baseball or one-hitter baseball after 5 innings, 6 innings, sorry, man, you're getting pulled for that special list, and I'm gonna put him in against this guy that can't hit lefties. So it's just how it is. In my personal opinion, probably all 30 baseball, teams, front offices' opinions, I would say, analysis, analytics, all that stuff, that nerdy stuff, as people call it. Um, it's just how baseball is in the 2020s. It's probably been that way since the 90s, 80s, just in a lesser form. But now that we have, AI, all this technology, cameras everywhere. Yes, cameras are still everywhere in baseball fields, and that's why you see your favorite batter go back to the bench and look at the iPad, watch his swing, watch that pitch sequence, and what got him? It was analytics that got him. So even though, or maybe just a really crappy umpires uh, zone that night, but we'll see. So the odds are right now are Dodgers winning over the Yankees. Dodgers in 6 games. So a 2-game wins for the Yankees, 4 games for the Dodgers. I don't know the odds for tonight, but I'm guessing the odds are in favor for the Dodgers because they're playing at home. They had more wins, the Yankees. And, it's just that Dodger vibe, They won at home for the NLCS. They won at home, I believe the NLDS as well. It's just they're riding a high right now. At home is where it is. And I also do want to bring up the ticket prices. Nosebleeds are over $1,000. I'm sure they're over $1,500. Maybe even a little bit lower in some sections. But if you just want to get into the stadium, you're spending $1,000 to get into the stadium. Not alone, factoring in the parking, not factoring in food, beer, water, soda, whatever you want to drink, whatever, the programs, stuff like that are probably at least $20-$30 a pop. Cool shit like that. I'm sure that I'm far enough in the video to say that. I know that I would want to buy that. Can I afford it? Hell no. But I would want it, even though it's the Yankees Dodgers. The 1-2 seeds. I have no problem with them playing against each other. I have no problem with the higher spending teams playing against each other. It's just how it's going to be sometimes, guys. I'm sorry, Mets. Sorry, Padres. Both teams had their chances. They quite literally did. It could not have gotten closer for the Padres and Mets. Should they have won? Probably. The Yankees kind of just steamrolled through the playoffs, and on my bracket, that side at least is still clean. I had the Yankees going to the World Series. I don't know what it was in April and May, but something told me that Yankees, they have the mindset this time that Brian Cashman, Steinbrenner, they're gonna work it out. They're gonna do whatever they need to do to get all the way to the World Series. But that's besides the point. I didn't get the National League side right. I should not have underestimated the ownership of the Dodgers. They will also do whatever they need to do to get to the World Series. And that's where I'm going to leave it off. Just a reminder, Anthony Volpe rookie card 299 or 299 1988 variation from 2023 update tops. The first, I think, or second tops card that I'm giving away. Go to Instagram, follow the Instagram Between Chalk Lines profile, Between the Chalk Lines, and look it up. Look at this, find this photo of Volpe making a throw to, I'm guessing, first base. Like it, comment, follow the profile, and check out my latest article on Taylor Trammell. It goes in a lot more depth about how he's going to win World Series ring no matter what happens this year, no matter who wins. And that's on our partner's website at breakertoolbox.com. So Breaker Toolbox, it's on there. I made a little short, it should be easy to read, 2 minutes tops article. It's the latest one in the blog. Check it out, have fun, enjoy the World Series, guys and gals, and everyone in between. I mean, the World Series, it's just a bunch of billionaires spending millions and millions and millions of dollars trying to be the best of the best. And yeah, it took the Yankees a long time to get back to the World Series. 2005 was their last appearance. Again, trying to get that 28th ring. But the Dodgers also need to make a statement. They need to shut up the haters, including me. 2020 wasn't a real ring. Sorry, it was Mickey Mouse ring. Yeah, everyone played 60 games, but you can't stay healthy, and you showed it in 2024. You can't keep your players healthy through 162 games in the regular season, and then the playoffs, and then get to the World Series and actually win. Unless it's this year. So, we'll see. We'll see. That's it. Randy Nunez out. Between the Chalk Lines podcast special World Series edition. Tonight is the first game in Los Angeles, and I will be watching. Have a good night, everyone.